chains are torn, like courage born of a love that's free. A time when dreams so long denied can flourish. I see under the love we now must hide. I die for us someday there'll be a life worth while for you and me.
Down and killed a 5-year-old girl, and then police say the driver sped away. Eyewitnesses say little Taima McCullough was crossing 140th Street with her mother, and the car ran her down. The young victim's babysitter said there's no doubt Taima was crossing the street properly.
I'm telling you, she's so smart. She knows things like she's a big girl. Yes, she take care, you know, when she's going to cross, she tells you by herself that you're not supposed to cross at that because that's dangerous.
Police say they found the driver, 23-year-old Pedro Reynosa, on the Upper East Side and arrested him. He's charged with felony hit and run. Bill?
Tonight, because the flames were so intense.
That happened tonight. A little girl was killed after she ran to get a summer treat. She simply ran out to get a snow cone from a street vendor, and as she was running back from that street vendor, snow cone in hand, she was hit by a cab driver who then sped away. Neighbors did pursue the cab driver, and in fact he was apprehended. But News 4's Dave Brownie is standing by now for the latest. I'm sorry, we don't have the tape, but we'll try to get that story for you a bit later. My apologies.
Well, for the Washington Heights
This officer, also trained in emergency medicine, tried to save the young girl.
She had severe head injuries upon our arrival. I immediately started first aid. I carried first aid equipment in the radio car with me. At the time that we arrived, I noticed she was bleeding from massive head injuries.
Aisha's mother and other family members were overcome by grief as they got the sad word at St. Luke's Hospital. At about that time, the driver of the cab, identified as 23-year-old Pedro Reynosa of the Hayden Car Service in Upper Manhattan, was being apprehended on the east side.
When the police approached, the individual got out of the car and made statements to something to the fact that he was looking for a police officer to report an accident.
The police weren't sure whether or not to believe the story, but at the car service, co-workers said they're mystified by him leaving the scene. He has a clean license and full insurance. What can you tell me about him? Is he a good driver? Is he a bad driver? Does he have any problems at all? Any record of difficulties?
He's a good driver.
But insurance and clean licenses mean nothing to the family of the dead girl. They urged senior police officials to charge the cab driver with vehicular manslaughter.
There's a death involved.
So what do you think?
I think he should be charged with criminal homicide.
As it stands, the charge against Reynosa is a felony, but his clean record may stand him in good stead when it comes time to decide exactly how hard the district attorney will throw the book at him. Dave Rowley, News 4 at the 24th Precinct.
A cop was killed by a hit-and-run driver in Manhattan today. Channel 2's Caroline Ivana has details.
23-year-old Pedro Reynosa left the 24th Precinct charged with leaving the scene of an accident in the death of 5-year-old Taima McCullough. Shortly after 11 this morning, police say Reynosa was traveling north on Amsterdam Avenue in his livery cab. When he turned right on West 104th Street, he hit little Taima as she was crossing the street from between cars.
She ended up on the hood of the car, somehow fell off the front of the car, and the car either passed over or around her and left the scene.
I seen the incident. I know if I had enough time to stop and see what's going on, he hadn't clear enough time to stop me.
A short time later, police pulled over a car that fit the description given them by eyewitnesses. Reynosa, they say, admitted he struck the girl. Sam McCullough is Taima's uncle. He says the girl's mother, who was crossing with her child at the time, is distraught.
She's not doing good. She's around family. She's not doing good.
Carmen Mejias was Taima's babysitter for 2 years. She describes the little girl as a smart and lovable child who will be missed. On the back of her picture is a note to Carmen from Time Up.
Beautiful, so smart little girl. I can believe for her age was so smart.
Police say Reynoso is from the Dominican Republic. They believe he is married to an American and living in this country for about a year. They say that when he was pulled over today, he claimed that he was looking for police officers to tell that he had hit the little girl. He has no previous record and no suspensions on his license, which, by the way, was issued about a month ago. If convicted, he could face jail time and a suspension of his license. I'm Caroline Havana, Channel 2.
Solución para mí cuando estoy solo. Just how much time has slipped away. There's a message in my letter that I want to say. When I think about the things in life that we remember, in my precious memories I find you there. You are the only one, Mama, when I am all alone. So why do you love me so, Mama, when I can come and go? You are the answer to me when I'm alone. You are the answer to me when I'm alone. There are many things that I regret to tell you. The way I behaved at times, I don't know. Through it all, you stood by me and you loved me just the same. When there was no one else to bear the shame. So you are the only one, Mama, when I am all alone. Somebody tell me, do you love me so, Mama? And go. You are the answer to me when I'm alone. You are the answer to me when I'm alone.
Mama, you are the light of my life. Love cannot be so without you. Although I was not there all the time, Mama, I miss you. Your guidance, I'm so sorry. I love you. Te amo.